What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, we're back at Copart for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. And I already found it. A police car. That's right. A Charger. Hemi, right? Probably not. Probably a Pentastar. I would hope that it's a Hemi. So it looks like it's taking a hit in the back end here. I'm just curious how bad it is. Actually, ooh, ouch. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty bad. Dang it. Oh yeah. You got door gap issues here. I mean, oh look, it's still got the cage in it too. I mean, the door still works. You got a dent right here. Not the biggest concern, and you got all this going on right here. Now, here's the, listen, if I was just gonna use this as a fun car, just something to screw around and have some fun with, you don't have to fix that pan down there. You know, nobody's gonna see it. It's in the bottom of the trunk. You don't have to fix any of this. You still have a couple of studs sticking out of the frame rail there. You could throw another bumper on this and you'd probably be all right. You may have to beat some of this in. Obviously, you're gonna need to patch up the holes. But aside from that, guys, you could actually throw a back bumper on this. And you would have, aside from the trunk, you might want to replace that trunk lid. You're going to have to do a little bit of hammering here and there. But overall, you could make this work. Absolutely. Now, where all the lights went, I have no idea. Where the bumper guard went, yeah, they probably kept that. I'm assuming that the police department just took everything and they kept it all. That's my guess. That's a shame. Yeah, so all the lights and all the boxes have been taken out. Surely she's got a Hemi under the hood, though. That's all I care about. If it's got a Hemi, I'll buy it, man. I'll buy it. I'll throw a back bumper on it. I don't need all that stuff, you know what I mean? Bingo, man. That's all I was looking for right there. That's all I was looking for. That's all I wanted, was to see a Hemi under the hood. This would be a fun car. So there's going to be a little bit of work. Obviously, you got to find the headlights. I don't know why they took the headlights, but the tires are still good. The body is decent enough. Throw a back bumper on her, a tail light. I'll probably replace that trunk lid just because, man. All of this, I'm not going to worry about. I'll patch up what I can, make it look as best I can. It's going to be a car just for fun, nothing else. Just going to be fun. It's still stealthy. It still looks like a police car, so when you're going down the road, you know, people are going to be like, oh, damn, I got a cop behind me. You got the cage in the back. This could be a fun car. My next question, though, is this all-wheel drive? Because some of these were all-wheel drive, and those, man, they hook and get. All right, so she's a 2019, and she is rear-wheel drive. So that's unfortunate, but I mean, it's still a Hemi. Let's see how many miles are on the old girl. It is a future sale. It's not up for sale yet, but it is also a pure sale, meaning whatever it sells for is what it sells for. Ooh. That doesn't sound good. Great. 63,460 miles. Only 63,000 miles on this thing. And the engine sounds, well, she's got a healthy tick going on. I'm hoping that maybe it's been parked for a while and that's going to clear up. I'm not sure that's going to clear up. That's lovely. That's, well, obviously I don't want it if it's got a tapping engine there, guys. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. Well, I'm curious if any of the missing pieces are in the trunk. How bad is that trunk pan? Yeah, that's pretty bad. There's literally a giant gaping hole in it. The battery is sitting sideways. There's some of the radio equipment back there, though. and no lights. Nah, they were just ready to junk this thing. They weren't interested in hear that engine tapping? Damn, man. All right, well, we'll go ahead and shut her down. AC's ice cold, by the way, but that doesn't do a whole lot of good. If you got some kind of a lifter tap going on. She looks like she's been parked for a while, guys. You can see all the leaves and everything under here. She's been sitting there, spider webs. This thing got parked at some point. It's crazy though, because and that oil's clean. That's good looking oil. It's full. So is there a possibility that that would go away? Maybe. We could run some motor flush through it. It's possible. Maybe this thing can come back to life. It's also possible that it won't. And you're going to be stuck. Now listen, this is not a car that I would not recommend buying this unless you're going to actually fix it right, and there's a lot of work to do. That trunk pan is ripped apart, guys. Like, it is literally ripped apart. It is pretty bad. It's strange though, because obviously if Highway Patrol was using this, it was running fine. They wouldn't send their officers out with an engine that was rattling. You know what I mean? So at the time of the accident, she should have been running and driving perfectly. So I don't know what happened to the engine, which makes me think maybe it's just from sitting, and maybe if you took it out and drove it around, flushed the engine out a little bit, maybe it would come back. I don't know, but I mean, you've got a gaping hole up under here, guys. Look at that. I didn't even realize how bad that was. It's bad. It's real bad. And now, for me, just because I just want to use it to have fun, it's a Hemi, rear-wheel drive, burnouts for days, nah, I don't care. I will do my best to patch things up so you don't get a bunch of water intrusion, obviously. Other than that, though, I'm not going to go through the expense or trouble of trying to fix all that properly. I'm just going to patch it together, and I'm going to drive it, do burnouts, and have fun. That is, if I can win it. It's on my watch list, and believe me, if I can get this car, I'm going to. And while we're on the subject of Mopars, we might as well take a look at this. This looks like a tornado damaged Scat Pack, guys. $392. It's got the shaker hood scoop. It's got arrows all over it. I don't know why. Looks like a carbon fiber wrap on the hood. Trust me, that's not a carbon fiber hood. Lots of damage. They had a tinted windshield though, and believe it or not, this is one instance where I see the benefit. Instead of the glass going all over the interior, it actually just ended up all over the window tint and kind of kept things together. This car is pretty rough, guys. It's 2017. It says loss type unknown. I can pretty clearly see what the loss type was. She's real bad. This is worse than I thought it was going to be. It's definitely tornado damage, guys. I mean, you've got pillar damage, the roof skin. I mean, something either landed on it, which is my guess. I'm assuming maybe the top of a building or something fell on this. Tree limb hit it, bricks, who knows. God, she's way rougher than I thought she was gonna be. This is not your PDR type of repair here, guys. She is, it's not beyond saving, right? But this is gonna be an expensive one, guys. This is going to be expensive. Getting that pillar fixed, maybe someone could attempt a PDR on it. I don't know. The roof skin, that's going to have to be replaced. There's no way around it. Thankfully, it looks like this pillar survived. This side of the car looks pretty good for the most part. The wrap needs to come off, but I mean, on the roof, you're going to have to cut that and replace it anyway. Windshield's got to come out anyway, so, not really too much loss there. There's not too much extra labor. The windshield has to be replaced. You got to take the windshield out to take the pillar off anyway. The back glass, obviously, needs to be replaced, but again, it's already busted out, so you've got half the work kind of already done for you here. Getting that roof skin cut out, I don't think would be that big of a deal. I really think the biggest deal on this car is going to be this pillar damage. There's some dings in the body lines on the quarter. That can be PDR'd for sure, but this here, yeah, I don't know, guys. And up here too, there's a crease right there. I got a good PDR guy. I have no doubt he can make this look really good. I don't think this is something that could be brought back to perfection. And replacing, to fix this, you need to replace the whole quarter panel, right? And that's where it's kind of like, I don't know about that, guys. I don't know about that. And then this pillar here is all dinged up as well. So if you wanted to go cheap, and that's what I would do, I would have all these pulled out as best you can, and then Bondo. Pull them out as good as you can and Bondo over it. Same thing up here, same thing with that pillar. This would all be Bondo. The roof, the roof's got to be replaced. The door panel, I think is fine. This fender, trash, so you're going to need to replace this entire fender. Wheels are also trash. I would junk those wheels immediately and find something more appropriate. The whole car, I'd probably go ahead and get a complete respray after all this work is going to be done. This fender, there's also some pretty gnarly damage there too. Probably need to replace that fender as well. So a couple of fenders, the roof, it's going to be an expensive repair, and then a complete respray, wheels, tires. But if you're willing to take this on, at the end of the day, when you're finished, back tires are bald anyway. When you're finished, you should have I was going to say a pretty nice car. So this had plastic on the windows and somebody took it off. Had biohazard stickers all over it. So it's just been sitting in the elements in the rain. There's cigarette ashes everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. This is one of those cars, man, where somebody just didn't give it yeah, you know what I mean? We got a button there. Don't know what that goes to. There are shards of glass everywhere. Key is sitting right here. There's, yeah, pot for sure. Pot, vape things, cigarette ashes, all kinds of stuff in this car. Perfect. So it's one of those cars, man. It's been road hard, put away right now. And unfortunately, that is the story to so many of these amazing vehicles, man. Dodge really makes some great cars. They really do. And it's unfortunate that people get a hold of them and they just trash them. Now, with that said, I would buy it to do the same thing. The difference is, though, I'm not going to a dealership and putting this on my credit and financing it. You know what I mean? I would buy this for cash. I would fix it for cash. And then I'd tear the shit out of it. I'd have fun with it, drive the hell out of it, and just enjoy the car. Golly. Yeah, this is a shame. Why don't we put a jump on this thing? Let's see if we can get her to fire up, see what it sounds like. So I noticed it got some aftermarket coilovers on the front. I'm wondering if it's got any suspension work on the back. I took a look under there, and those are adjustable coilovers. So somebody put a little money into this. I guess I shouldn't complain too much about what people do with their cars, right? It's their car. Do what you want with it. I'm just saying it's a shame that I just got a piece of glass in my... Yeah. Yeah, she's got exhaust 100,000 miles. No surprise there either. 95,701 miles. You got the black ice air freshener. Oh, what do we got? We got some pictures, Christmas cards, all kinds of stuff in here. All right. Oh, you're also going to need that window as well. Hey, hands. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to read this out loud. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. It's a love letter. That is really sweet. All right. So the steering works. Air conditioning. I don't know. We have no screen. This screen does not seem to come on. I do like the car. Oh, it's got a window. Are you kidding me? I mean, I know it's got no windshield, but at least you could put the damn window up on the door, man. Really, you know, keep out as much as possible. Now, sometimes these screens don't work because the battery is so dead, the car won't run it. Now, with that said, the air conditioner is on. I pushed the screen on and off button, and it ain't doing nothing, guys. Super Track Pack, nothing. So you got another issue here with the screen not turning on as well. So keep that in mind. Why don't we pop the trunk? Let's see if we got any damage going on back there. I don't know what this is. It sounds like the exhaust slightly changes when I turn it on. Or the car bogs down. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's out of gas. Well, it's a beater with a heater and an air conditioner. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there's lots of mold. That must be why this is a biohazard. There is a ton of mold. There's a water pump. Oh, these air compressors back here. There are air compressors in the back. One of them is running. Okay. Oh, the spoiler is just sitting there. So that switch runs an air compressor that's in the trunk. Dual compressors, almost like it's on some kind of an air ride. The car doesn't seem to be lifted up or anything, so I don't know. I got no idea what that's doing, guys. I didn't see any tanks back there, but also it's pretty nasty back there as well. The screen never did come on. With all the water that's gotten through this windshield, I'm gonna say there's a very good probability. There's a tree limb sitting on the dashboard. I'm gonna say there's a very good probability that something came through, liquid water came through the dashboard and probably destroyed the electronics. I'm surprised all of this works. AC and everything works. Sport mode works. These buttons work. Track mode works as well. Parking off, that one does not work. And then the screens, and obviously the radio doesn't work at all. I don't know, guys. It sounds good. It goes into gear, forward and backward. The parking button does work. There we go. It's on and off. Hazards, they work. I think this car is savable. I do. I think this car is savable. Against my better judgment, guys, I think I'm going to put this on my watch list. Again, it's totally against my better judgment. This car needs a lot. This car needs an awful lot. But I kind of like it. And compared to the, I don't know if you remember, but in a previous video, we were looking at another Scat Pack, but it was a Charger instead of a Challenger. I'll be honest with you, I like the two-door. I love the Challenger far more than I like the Charger. With that said, the Charger had been previously wrecked. It had all kinds of bad welds and stuff done to it. At least this car is honest. All right, whatever's wrong with it, it presents it. You can see it. You know what it needs ahead of time, and it helps you make a better informed decision, in my opinion. This one's definitely going on the watch list, guys. And that shaker hood, man, that shaker hood just does it for me. I like it. It's a sharp car, real sharp car. If I can get it for a good price, I want to bring this home. How about another police car? 2017 Ford Exploder of the police interceptor variety. They just look so much better with that light sticking out like that. It's got the bumper guard, it's got the lights. Those are aftermarket lights, by the way. So it looks like this had been owned by the police department. Somebody probably bought it from one of the fleet auctions. Yeah, most likely bought from a fleet auction, and they owned it themselves. I love my HEB. I don't know what that is, but okay. Overall, looks pretty good. Flex fuel, all-wheel drive. Used to be a sheriff's vehicle. Does it still have the cage? Nope, they took the cage out. I mean, that's probably a good thing. A lot of people don't want the cages in these cars. It smells like pot. Yeah. Woo! Oh, wow. It took, that took a couple minutes. But when it hit, boy, it hit. Got some damage to the side over here. A little damage here. You can see the gaps here aren't right. The hood's bent. Pillar damage. This looks like it's just plastic though. A cover that you could replace. Windshield is shattered, so that'll need to be replaced as well. Overall though, damage doesn't look that bad. I'm not quite sure why it's here. I also noticed some black ice or something. What is this? We got some of those little trees. New car scents hanging from the back. Let me tell you something. That did not help. It's ooh, man. Yeah, the smell is very strong with this one. Like they got one of these too. No, that's not how you fix it. You know what I mean? You fix it by not smoking weed in your car. That's how you fix it. Look, they got more air fresheners stuck down there under the seat. You got your Swisher Sweet. I don't know if you guys can see this. You see that right there? Swisher, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, they were heavy smoking in this. It's got power. Oh, wow. 194,000 miles. It's got absolutely no gas in it at all. So let's turn on the air conditioner. Let's see what that does. We'll pop the hood. We'll check important window. And we'll check the less important window. Both works. This thing got some serious miles on her, guys. I'd be concerned something's got to be wrong with this. Steering actually feels good. Here's the other thing I'm noticing. It fired up on its own, and I don't see any check engine lights or anything. Nothing at all. It's actually a pretty decent looking Explorer. What do we got? We got some car wash stickers. Oil change was due at 195, and we're at 194, so it's not quite due for an oil change yet either. And that was due 9/24, so it recently had an oil change. Let's hit the OK buttons. Door ajar. There we go. Man, 195,000 miles. By the way, air conditioning is ice cold. Horn works. It actually runs great. Tires, well, they look to be pretty good, at least on the front. I'm highly interested in this one. Assurin Aresta. Aresta. Okay. Appropriate name for tires on a police cruiser, I suppose. Aresta. Yeah, same tires. Got matching tires. They all got pretty good tread. Yeah, she's a little rough around the edges, but that's just about anything you'll find out here. Well, it'd be nice if I could figure out how to open this hood. There we go. Oh, looks like they took this bad boy off-road. Good God, man. It is just covered in mud. Yeah, somebody's been out having fun with this. That's for sure. Naturally aspirated. It's not the twin turbo variety, which is honestly perfectly fine with me. I kind of prefer the naturally aspirated. Listen, that twin turbo is a beast, man. Absolute beast. But when it comes to maintenance and repairs, she'll get you. She'll get you. Lots of cargo space back here. This actually is not another air freshener. I'm telling you. Good luck with that. That ain't gonna work. This is in pretty decent shape, guys, especially for being a 200,000 mile police cruiser. This is hard to beat right here. You need a center console. You know, I'd find somebody makes an aftermarket you could throw in here. That would help out a lot. Raise the seat up a little bit. I bet this thing cruises too. Bet it does. Now, you know that I've already got this on my watch list. You know it. I had to. If we can get it for a decent price, I'll take a chance on it, man. What could possibly be wrong with a 200,000 mile ex-sheriff's car? Ford. Yeah, probably absolutely nothing. Now, I'm not all that interested in this. In fact, I'm not interested at all is what I should have said. But it's just been a while since is this an i20? Is that what this, a G20, I'm sorry. Old school Infiniti, man. The G20, the baby Infiniti. I think this is as small as they got. When you look at it, if you didn't know any better, you'd almost swear it was like a little Mazda protege. You know what I mean? Little bitty car, man. The seats are always torn up in the, yeah. Seats are completely destroyed in this. No surprise there. Absolutely disintegrated. I don't think I've ever seen one of these G20s without completely destroyed seats, guys. Always a hot mess. All right, we got a little Audi over here. Some people call them Audis. They call it, yeah, I got an Audi. I'm like, it's an Audi. An Audi, but a goodie. No, it's an Audi. Uh-oh. Nope. It's a spam call. Moving on. So I was driving past and I saw this old Toyota. I'm assuming it's an Avalon. And I thought, man, what a great old car. You can tell it's got a lot of miles on it. She's been on the highway. Look how that hood is just eaten up. I'll bet it's got 300,000. Close to it, 280, 300. Let's see how the seats are. They're coming apart. Man, not bad though. Really not bad. Back here, it's a little dirty, but again, not bad. This is a decent old Toyota, man. I was right, an Avalon XLS. Oh, now there is a downside to this car, and this always happens with me. You can see I even dragged out the booster pack because I was very interested in this, and then this happened. See, when I drove by, I saw the other side. I didn't see this side. Obviously, this car, well, it needs everything, the whole side. It's a 99. It needs a fender, it needs a door, it needs a door. I don't think there's pillar damage. There's definitely dog leg damage here, quarter damage. This is too much. It's too much. Like I said, I grabbed the booster pack. I was ready. Unfortunately, the door handle's obviously, well, broken. Could probably reach in here and maybe, nah. Let's see. Nah, she's done. I'm not gonna fight with this car to pop the hood, jump start it, waste my battery and everything, but damn it, man. I was actually really excited about this old Toyota. Isn't that just the way it always goes? Well, what do we have here? Old school Tesla Model S. I'm kind of excited about this. These cars are becoming, well, rather unpopular. This is a 2013. Oh man, I love it. Air ride, sitting on the ground. What is it? It's it's just an 85. It's not a performance. It's not a dual motor. It's just an S85. So this is a very undesirable car, guys. And for that, I absolutely love it. These can be great bargains because nobody wants them. Everybody's afraid of a Tesla. I think I showed pretty good on my last series of videos on a Tesla that, come on, I can't even remember where the damn hood latch is on this thing. It's somewhere. Come on. There we go. Oh. Somebody's been very into this. They've got a lot of stuff taken apart under here, guys. They've been into the battery. The fireman's loop has been disconnected. She ain't gonna do nothing like that. Yep, she ain't gonna do nothing like that. Let's see what they did. What did they do under here? Yeah, they've got bolts missing. I mean, this is all, that's all taken apart, so she ain't gonna do nothing, guys. I was thinking maybe we could try to get this thing going with that fireman's loop disconnected. She ain't gonna do anything, and you got bolts completely taken off the battery, so that's not gonna do anything either. You're not gonna be able to get into it. This whole front piece here is taken off, and that's where you would typically jump start it. This is concerning. We'll see if we can, but I mean, this whole, you have to get down, if I remember right, you have to get down on the floor here. There's like an emergency release. I can't remember where it is, down there somewhere. And without that, yeah, you ain't getting into this car. Wait, yes, you can. This is not electronic. All right, well, at least we can kind of see what we're working with here. Delamination on the instrument cluster. Lots of delamination. That's a very common issue. Dashboard looks good. This screen actually looks pretty decent. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this car is probably trash, man. This is probably toast. What a shame. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up. It says lost type unknown. And why was someone was under there like taking the whole battery apart on this? Like, why? What were they up to? That's what I want to know. I'm going to pull this up. This will probably go for next to nothing if they'll even sell it. I hope that this front panel is in the car somewhere and not missing. But I mean, the windshield's busted too, so it's going to need a windshield. I can't get into the back here. Let me put the camera through here. Maybe you guys can see if we have any pieces back there. I don't think so. I would take a chance on this for very little money. You know, honestly, the resale on this, even if we got it and there's nothing wrong with it, you know, maybe we put a 12-volt battery in it, charge it up, and it's good to go. Guys, these cars just don't sell. They just don't bring any money. And this is a very undesirable model on top of that. All right, let me pull it up on Copart. Let's see if it's even for sale. So as I figured, it is not on sale. It is definitely not a runner. They don't have it listed as running or anything. Mileage is completely unknown on this car. So it's on the watch list, you know, who knows, maybe in a couple months or 6 months or 2 years. Maybe eventually this car will come up for sale. And again, if it goes for cheap, I'm willing to take a risk on it, plug it in, put a battery in it, whatever, see if we can get it to do something. But I don't have very high expectations for this car. I think this is gonna be the last one for the video, guys. Another Scat Pack. Can you tell I'm on a Mopar kick? I can't, give me a minute, I'm taking all this in, guys. I'm gonna show you what I'm laughing at here. So these lug these stupid lug nuts that are sticking way out, right? Like they're totally bent in. The rim is completely cracked and shattered. Somehow, it's still got air in tires. I don't know how that's possible. A little bit of damage up front here. Obviously, some gap issue there. I don't care. Same deal going on back here as well. You know, somebody right up on something, man. That's wild. So, it's a Charger. I actually love this color. It's another 392 Scat Pack. And, oh, this side too? Oh, are you serious? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. Every time. Every time. Every time. Why? Why? Well, so, yeah, there's that. See, I was looking at it and I thought maybe it's a repossession or something. You know, it sideswiped something a little bit. No. No, she went into a wall. That's what she went into. I guarantee you there's probably, I would almost put money there's going to be a little bit of frame tweaking needed on this one. It's pushed this side. This hit pretty hard. It may not look like it, but it did. This hit pretty hard, guys. It's probably pushed everything over this way, and that's why it's number one. That's why it's totaled. Number two, that's why they pointed out this gap issue right here, because it has forced the front end from being where it was straight, and it's forced it over, and by tweaking it over, you've pushed the door into the fender. There's frame damage. Look at the gap on the hood. Yeah, she's in bad shape, guys. That's a shame. That is oh yeah, you can hear the door hit. Yeah, there's frame damage on this. What a shame. 120,000 miles. Good God, these things are really starting to acquire mileage now, right? What year is this? 2018? Wow. Yeah, these things really starting to get some miles on them as they age. People drive the hell out of them, man. Cars seem to be... Oh. Yeah, she's done. Battery's dead. All right. Oh, that's a shame. At least this one smells good. It's got the Beats by Dre stereo. I like that. I love the color. I don't know what color this is. I mean, obviously it's blue, but I don't know what the appropriate terminology is for the color. It's a beautiful color, though. Absolutely stunning. I prefer the shaker hood. 120,000 miles. My God, man. And you know, most of these cars are just road hard, man. Like these are cars, people just drive the living hell out of them. and 120,000 miles. I guarantee you if you put the jump pack on, I'm not going to waste my booster pack on this one, but if you put a jump on this, guys, she'd run. I guarantee it. This one, however, is not for me. Now, I was just about to end the video and I saw a Taurus back here that I have to look at. I know. I legit, oh, it's crashed. Okay, such is my luck today. This is the luck I've been having all day today, and it's not a Taurus, it's a Mercury Sable, and I love it. Had the light bar in the front, the whole front end lit up. I used to love these cars, man. I really did. I had a huge crush on the Ford Taurus and Mercury Sable from back in the, oh, she's crunched in the back too? Dang, man. This car stood no chance. It's, ooh, wow. A little crusty. Curious what the mileage is on this. I bet she's rolled over 100 for sure. Probably 120, 130. Let's see. I wonder if it's got the 3.8 liter V6. She's got 120, 121 on the odometer, and this old school, kind of a throwback green interior. I can't believe they even did this. Legit, what you're seeing in the video, that's actually the color. It really is. It's green. It's the outside is a really dark, kind of an emerald green, and the inside is a very bright colored green. Let's see if we got a 3800 under. Nope, sorry, 3800's GM. Either way, Ford Mercury came out with 3.8 liter. And their higher trim level versions of these, and it was a great motor. This is the old school Vulcan 3.0 V6. I actually love this motor too, really do. Talking about a Mercury, I think that's a song, isn't it? Or thinking about a Mercury, or drive me a Ford truck. Anyway, it's hot. I think we're done with this video, guys, and I'm ready to go home. So do me a favor, if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button and check out the description box down below, guys. I got links there to my TikTok account, to Carfax and auto check reports for $5. It's like $4.95, whatever, $5 versus $45 if you buy them through traditional means. Trust me, guys, link's been down there for years. Very few people even know that it's there because nobody checks the description box. Also, Auto Ace Stat is down below there too. Go check them out. Use them if you're looking at purchasing a used vehicle, guys. I'm telling you, if it's been run through the auction, you're going to want to use autoastat.com to find out what it used to look like, because just because it has a clean title doesn't mean that it wasn't run through a salvage auction before. And you can look at the pictures and see what it looked like before compared to what it looks like now. Autoastat.com, AutoCheck, and Carfax, all invaluable tools for your car shopping experience. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.